E-learning with NUT Endomorder Science School, Mina.
Hello, angels. How are you doing? I've missed you a lot. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you again. Hope you're staying safe at home and taking good care of yourself. Well, I still remain your teacher Ernest Emmanuel. And today's lesson, we're going to be looking at a different aspect from our previous lessons. And I hope you have your dictionary. Get your dictionary, get your writing material, and your notebook set. Okay. Now, I would like you to check up these words. I'll them up. We have greedy, kind, dishonesty, promptly, sue, and confessed. Now I want you to check these words up. Write the meaning of the words, each of the words in your what? In your notebook, because it's gonna help us as we continue this lesson. You might come across them, okay? So check them up so that you understand how they are used when we come across them in the course of the lesson. All right. I want us to read this story together. Okay? I want us to read this story together. Are we set? 3, 2, 1, let's go. A very long time ago, there was a greedy man whose name was Rodat. He liked everything to be his own. He could not share anything with anyone, not even his friends and family members. One day, Rudat lost 40 gold coins. He was very sad. He went to his friend's house and told him about the loss. His friend was a kind man and showed concern. Few hours later, as Rudat's friend's daughter was coming from the market, she found 40 gold coins. When she arrived home, she told her father what she had found. The girl's father told her that the gold coins belonged to his friend and he sent for him. So kind, right? When the greedy man arrived, his friend told him how his daughter had found his 40 gold coins and handed them to him. Rudat neither thanked his friend nor his daughter. After counting the gold coins, the greedy man said that 10 gold coins were missing and accused his friend's daughter of dishonesty. He angrily vowed to recover the remaining amount from his friend and his daughter and left. So greedy. Now, Rudat, do you think Rudat has a good character? That's a greedy man. He wants to reap where he did not sow. Okay. Now let us look at this. We just read a story, isn't it? Okay. Can anyone tell us or can you guess what our topic for today is going to be? All right. We just read a story. And we're looking at composition writing 2. Last week we looked at composition writing 1, which we looked at descriptive writing. Today we're looking at narrative composition. And in this lesson, you will learn to do the following. You will learn to define narrative composition. You will learn the steps for writing good narrative composition. And yes, you will learn to write a narrative composition. Now, we just read what? We just read a narrative composition. Yes, that's what narrative composition is about. It's about what? Telling stories. What we read about Rudat was written and someone wrote it. Okay, so the art of writing such a story, if you notice, the story had a beginning. We saw how Rudat did what? We saw how Rudat's character was portrayed as a greedy man. We saw how he lost his gold coins. We saw how he was aggrieved at the loss and went and told his friend, and we saw how his friend's daughter found the gold coins, and we saw how Rudat was so greedy and said that it was more than what she found, and he accused her. Now, this art, if you notice, it had a beginning, it had a middle, and to an extent it had a conclusion, it had an end. Let's put it that way. That's for now, isn't it? So that is what? That is narrative composition. But let us look at it theoretically, okay? What is narrative composition? A narration or narrative writing is simply the art of telling a story. The story may be real, imagined, or a combination of the two. It is a story that the writer tells his or her reader. Make sure you have this down, okay? Make sure you have this down. Let us look at the keywords. The art of telling a story. Simple. Just like the story we read, isn't it? But you can see how it was what? Artistically written. So it is an art, okay? You must write it creatively. You must give it beauty. Art of telling a story. And don't forget, it could be an imagined story or it could be a real story, okay? Now, anytime you are writing or you're trying to write a narrative composition, you should do what? You should write what happened and how it happened in a chronological or sequential order. Yes, when we say chronological or sequential order, it means it must be arranged, serially arranged. It must have a pattern, a beginning, a middle, and an end, okay? It must not be too, should I say, disjointed or mixed up. It must be arranged in a manner that when someone is reading, he will know that, okay, this was how it started, this was how it became more complex, and this was how it came to an end. So always have that at the back of your mind, that you write what? Sequentially in an arranged manner, okay? Now, I know you'll be asking, is that all what narrative writing is all about? No. So narrative writing, we'll say, is about what? Stories, both real and imagined, right? The stories can be real. It can be that you are telling something, either something you experienced, or it could be something you heard and you are retelling to someone, or it could be imagined. Maybe you formed it out of your own imagination. Narrative writing is also about an account of something you witnessed or experienced. It could be your birthday, old school day. You remember the old school day we had, right? It could be that you're writing it down to someone, telling the person about it, okay? It could be your visit to somewhere, okay? An account of something you witnessed, that is, you saw or you experienced. It could be a visit to a remarkable place, zoo, park, a mall, etc. It could be that you travel to another country that you've never been to. It could be that you traveled to another state and you saw some remarkable you visited some remarkable sites, and you are telling someone about it in writing, okay? You're all engaged in what? Narrative writing. So don't forget this. This is all what narrative writing is about. First and foremost, it is an art. In essence, as you're writing it down, you must creatively what? You must creatively compose it. You must creatively compose it, else it will not make what? Any meaning, or it will not even be interesting to a reader. So always note that.